G'day everybody. Just want to talk about a couple of comments here as it might help out some people understand things. Now when it comes to karma, you can't believe in God and not karma. That just sounds stupid. Right? So that's why I read that. And when it comes to self-harm, that's like smoking cigarettes, having a bad diet, not doing enough exercise, things like that. Now, when it comes to those things, because they're freedom, right? And God's not meant to control freedom. No one in a freedom country should control freedom, but we don't have that, of course, on this planet. I've discussed that about the false freedom we've got so far of freedom, but not true freedom. Right? No one in any country does. Right? As all governments at the moment like to control their people, even though they're there for their people and they're meant to have free will. But rules get bent constantly, right, and twisted, right? As I would have to change a few things if I got in to show what free will means, right, for people, and free speech, right? So when it comes to self-harm, like cigarettes and the things I was just talking about, you're not meant to as a government, unless the people have asked. So if the people are asking for help in that sector, right, and they want you to do something like put up the prices for them or get rid of them altogether, a cigarette product or something like that, as most of the people do not want it there, they can vote for things like that. But when the government just does it behind the scenes or makes decisions, which they're allowed to apparently, and people don't really get to see who's going to not want to whinge about it, like they do these things behind the scenes and make people not want to watch them and stuff like that, so they don't really know, they only advertise what they want you to know and stuff like that, because things happen, like when it comes to noise complaint, how people can do noise complaints at any time. Like, I bet you if anyone heard that was going to come out and I was going to get a piece of paper like that, no one would vote for that, right? These are laws that I'm talking about that they just do, right? And they do it on your behalf. They're small laws and they can be changed again, but they do it on your behalf, and they do it for your benefit and for an experiment to see if it's going to work or better, because if it doesn't, they change it back, right? But why they do it in the first place, that's what you need to think about on some of these laws, right? And how does having anyone complain at any time when it comes to noise complaint benefit anybody, except anybody can complain on anybody and make each other attack each other, really, when you think about it. It will benefit that kind of thing, right? But anyway, I don't want to get into that too much. But that's what happens. God will judge if you smoke too much or whatever. And when you get to heaven, you'll have to talk to him about that. Or hell, wherever you think you might go because of the things that you do. But you won't go to hell for self-harming. I can tell you that. You might get another retest, right? But you won't be going to hell for self-harm. Hell's usually with the points of harming others. The more you affect others, the more likely you're a bad person than just self-harm. And so in God's eyes, he wouldn't raise costs or anything like that, or be unfair of what people could have. Definitely if they've got a good debate about certain situations, right? Otherwise, that is called control. It's their way, and that is it. They don't care, which is control. True, people? So God will keep the bad ones stuck soon. So all the people that like to keep people stuck because they like it, as these people say in certain tarot readings and stuff like it, they like doing what they do. Eventually, I believe, or in the afterlife, right, that they will be stuck. They'll be stuck somewhere. Maybe in the afterlife for a long time. Well, we get to generate a few times and they have to wander around. Imagine that. 70-80% done. That was me leopard work that I was talking about. I mentioned a little bit about 70% earlier today is what I wanted to achieve, and I got to there. And I get to there with a lot of things and keep a lot of things like that in other areas, definitely if you're being watched or copied. So you'd want to do such things too when you're picking. Anyway, hope that helps and have a good one. Bye bye.